Last May, my primary YouTube channel had its first ever $50,000 month, and today I'm gonna give out completely for free the playbook that we used that took us 2.5 years. So hopefully if you're getting started or maybe you're seeing a little bit of growth, you can accomplish the same thing in way less time. Just for reference, I recognize that it took some work to get here, but our channel only had 10,000 subscribers at the time of making $50,000 in a month. And we were also working our full-time day jobs at the time. It's since continued to grow well beyond 50,000 a month. And that's exactly why I started this personal channel and I wanted to make this video, because I don't really see a lot of creators out there that are making honest and raw videos about the economics and business behind YouTube. And conversely, I almost fell into this trap and I see a sea of people who maybe made videos for a year or two and they get to a point where they're like, whoa, I've been making so many videos for free, I can't do this anymore unless I'm making money. And then they're trying to, had they had this playbook in place, they could have started to capture and monetize their audience sustainably. Now, 2 years down the line, they're partnering with this person for $3,000 and partnering with this person for $2,000. And all of a sudden, all of that trust you built up with your audience starts to get degraded, and you're having to chase down partnerships and really chase down every single dollar. So with this infrastructure in place, with this playbook that I'm gonna break down today, my hope is that you know the things you should focus on, and I think equally important, not focus on. You will figure out video format, you will figure out thumbnails, you will figure all of that stuff out if you keep going and you keep taking in a lot of stuff, but that is where so many people completely focus and they don't take a little bit of time to understand the flywheel and the back end of actually capturing leads, capturing their audience, and sustainably and healthily monetizing. I'm gonna give you the overall flow. I've broken it down into 6 major parts and then we'll look at each one more specifically. But if I was starting again, and if you're in a position where you're just starting on YouTube and you have not made 10 videos yet, after this video, just stop and make 10 videos. If you don't have any feedback from people, if you are trying to learn how to make the perfect video and you've never made one, I guarantee you the only way you will learn, the best and most freeing thing in the world is to make 10 videos and have maybe 1 or 2 of them get a couple hundred or 1,000 views, and realize that even if you put yourself out there, hardly anyone watches anyway. And as unintuitive as this might be, it's extremely freeing to just put videos out there and realize that no one's laughing at you, no one's making fun of you, no one's even watching in the first place. So, okay, now we can actually start to critically approach our videos and say, why didn't this perform? I digress, I'll get into that much further. From there, as you start to get a little bit of traction, as I've already seen on this personal channel myself with 200 subscribers, I already have people asking here if I do YouTube coaching, and that is a natural next step for you if you're giving out information or education, or maybe you're even reviewing products. What is a very simple thing you can sell? And for me, and for many of you, it's gonna be a 30 to 60 minute conversation in Calendly. This could be $50, $100, whatever it might be, but just see if people are willing to pay you for your time. From there, as we start to actually talk to people and viewers of our channel who have the problems that we are making videos about and helping them solve, now we can get a sense for what our average persona is and what kinds of things we could use to incentivize them to get their email. This is where we really start to get the infrastructure in place by either having a newsletter, maybe giving away a free guide or template. When you start collecting 5, 10, 20 emails over the course of a day, that gives you the leverage long-term, about a year or 2 in, to really capitalize, again, healthily. I'm not just saying like prey on your viewers and extract all their money, but if you're not collecting emails, don't think that just because you make some video 2 years in and say, hey, I just launched a course, that people are gonna sign up. If you have not been collecting emails for any period of time, you're wasting your time. From here, the biggest thing that people miss on is as you start to get these paid coaching calls, as you maybe give away some lead magnets or volunteer your time for free to help some people, get a testimonial from literally everyone. We'll get back to this, but you can use this in your emails, your newsletter, even on your YouTube channel. Get testimonials from literally everyone that either pays you money or you offer to work for free in exchange for a testimonial. Now we're starting to get some momentum. Maybe we're 3 to 6 months into the channel. We're starting to get people to sign up to this free newsletter, at least 1 a day, maybe 5 a day. Now we're really gonna double down. What videos on your channel are working, and we're gonna double down around that topic. Maybe 60 to 70% of our videos are gonna be around that. And then the flip side is the remaining 30 to 40% are going to be experimentations. And now from there, we're also gonna build in some automation around email nurture. So all the people that are signing up for these free newsletters or guides, we can create an automated sequence that hits them with some popular videos, some popular resources. And then lastly, whether it's your product, whether it's someone else's product, we're gonna build up to a launch launch your first product, and also put a time bound on a launch promotion. So I'm gonna break down every single one of these in more detail. And again, I only say this because I did this myself. Let's look at first and foremost what I call a video cluster. If you're just getting started and you haven't made any YouTube videos, pick a single topic and make 10 videos about it. And my primary YouTube channel, which is tech sales with higher levels, we just made 10 videos about tech sales, and literally one of them got over 1,000 views over the course of 3 months, and a channel that had 0 subscribers ended up having like 88 by the end of 3 months. And I know that sounds so small, I know that sounds trivial, but if you actually have a video that even gets 1,000 views, even gets 50 subscribers for you, you're onto something, you have a voice that people care about. And what is really hard to see in the moment when you're first getting started is, just for your reference, the first year I made YouTube videos, it quite literally took me a calendar year on the dot to get 1,000 subscribers. The next year, once we crossed 1,000 subscribers, everyone sees that and thinks, oh, this channel is legit, up and coming. We got 6,000 more subscribers in the second year. This past year, we got over 12,000 subscribers, and right now, in our 4th full year of being in existence on YouTube, we are on pace to get about 30,000 subscribers this year alone. It is an exponential game, but it is not gonna happen unless you start to assert yourself as an authority around a topic. And lastly, a simple framework I use when I'm thinking about videos. In my case, this personal channel, I'm making videos about how to make money on YouTube, the business behind YouTube. I always put in my mind, and there are tools that I've talked about in other videos of what are people searching for and how can I solve that problem? And many people that are just starting out on YouTube are searching things like how to monetize my YouTube audience, how to make videos on YouTube that make money. Those are the problems that I'm solving. And again, this is the 6th or 7th video I've made on my channel. We'll see what video sticks. And as I figure that out, now in the future, I'm gonna double down on the concepts, the thumbnails, the titles that worked really well. So at this point, you're maybe a month to 3 months in, you started to get 50 to 100 to 250 subscribers. Now I would set up a paid Calendly. So you offer to meet with people for say 50 bucks for 30 minutes. This is a good way to see if people are even interested in paying you. And also what I love is that when people pay you, you are definitely gonna help them with whatever the topic of your video clusters is. But also now as they pay you for time, you're gonna start to understand some of the common questions that your viewers have. This gives you inspiration for your next YouTube videos, but it also gives you inspiration for what types of products long-term you could make for your audience. So now we're say 3 to 4 to 5 months in, your channel's getting around 250 to 500 subscribers. You're starting to get, I don't know, 5 to 7 coaching calls a week. And it's fun, it's great, you're making some money, you're paying for your cell phone bill, but you're starting to get tired of every single night coming home from work and then having to take 2 hours of coaching calls. So now, as we're doing this, we're not gonna cold turkey stop the paid coaching, but from the most common questions, whether it's a guide on how to break into a career or a guide on, in this case, how to make money on YouTube. Now we're gonna make some type of free guide or template. Maybe if you have the bandwidth and willingness, you start a free newsletter, you put that in the description and you call it out below. So for example, I genuinely, if you check the description, have just started offering paid YouTube coaching in the description. And in the future, as I talk to more and more of you that are watching this video, I'm gonna create free guides, free templates that I give out completely for free to help you along your YouTube journey. But the important thing is, this is a lead magnet and we're still not monetizing. We're just capturing emails. But you need to find a way to capture emails, because when you get 6 to 12 months down the line, when your early followers are still following you and they're excited to see that you crossed 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, if they're still watching your videos and you have their email, they're gonna actually be stoked to see that you're now offering a community or a course or something that gives them the value and depth that they can't just get from watching your videos. If you made it this far, we are getting into the meat of it now. We are very close to actually making consistent dollars and also not having to trade an hour of our coaching and personal time to actually make that money. But this is by far the biggest thing that I see people fail, is they don't value the importance of testimonials. And there are several data points I can give you from my own experience, but also even a major creator like Alex Hormozi has said that they have tested thousands, tens of thousands of emails and marketing copy and all of that. 90% of the emails that convert are testimonials. There is nothing better that you can get for your business, whether you're selling some physical product and partnering with a brand, maybe you started your own product community course. If you don't have testimonials, even if you have a solid YouTube channel and following, you will lose 1/3 to 2/3 of the potential customers because you don't have testimonials. And when I say get testimonials, I literally mean 1, get it in video format, but 2, ask everyone. Even if this is someone you coached 3 months ago and you saw that they grew their YouTube channel if you're a YouTube coach, or they broke into a career. Reach out to them and incentivize them, even if it's, hey, I'd give you another free coaching call for 30 minutes if you could sit down with me for 15 and we just record a quick testimonial. You literally ask everyone. Get everyone to give you a video testimonial, and it's a conversation with you personally for anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. Now this really compounds because not only do we have our email list, not only can you take some of these testimonial videos, and it may even make sense for you to put that on YouTube as a video as well, but now you've got a lot of context and you've got the ability to double down. And this is where I would say we're largely focused on growing the YouTube channel first and foremost, because we have the infrastructure now to actually capture emails on autopilot. We're gonna double down. We're gonna take maybe your number 1, number 2, maybe your 3rd best performing video and repackage concepts and make different videos about that. So for instance, if this video about the $50,000 a month playbook does really well, I'm gonna make a video about what it actually took to make $50,000 a month on YouTube, how I would make $50,000 a month on YouTube, parentheses, if I was starting over. I'm gonna experiment with a couple variants of that format and talk about this in a little bit of a different way because I know that concept works. And that's where I would say 60 to 70% of your videos should be coming from. And the other 30 to 40%, you can experiment with different formats. But now also, as you're making these videos, you're starting to consistently see that, hey, you've got a little bit of an intuition for what videos work. Now you don't have to put as much time or thought into creating them. Now I want you to go out and build a little bit of an email nurture and value. So even if you don't have a product to sell right now, when someone signs up for your free lead magnet, send them 10 testimonials of like, hey, you're probably just getting started, which is why you signed up for this free guide. I want to show you how John did X, Y, and Z. And lastly, I just want to emphasize, I don't care how big you are, I don't care how much you grow, you always ask for a testimonial. As you're getting new people you work with, whether it's paid coaching that you're still offering, or maybe you just take a free call here or there to help someone, you're doing it in exchange for a testimonial. You are never working for free unless you get a testimonial. And now, if you've made it with me this far, you're probably actually serious about playing the long game. And what took me 2.5 years to accomplish, I hope you could realistically start to see in about a year and a half. When you launch a product and you have an email list, not just subscribers on YouTube, not just 5,000 followers on YouTube, and then for the first time ever, you make a video where you say, hey, I'm super excited to announce a course. No. For the last 6 to 12 months, you've been capturing emails before this launch. And sure, you make a video where you announce your new product or community or whatever it might be. But in addition, you create a sequence, you hit the hundreds of emails that you have in addition to your YouTube video going live. And now, as you've eaten shit, you've grown really slowly, you've not made the money that you want, now you start to grow exponentially. And this is the thing that, again, if you don't do all of the grunt work, if you don't have the paid coaching in place to start collecting testimonials, if you don't have the paid coaching to then get video topic ideas and also free lead magnet ideas, if you don't have this email list and you don't start to double down on what's working and continue to get testimonials, sure, you might make some money here and there by announcing it on YouTube, but I guarantee you guys, and I will say this again and again, I say it in other videos on my channel, you grow your following and you grow your brand with likes, views, subscribers, you make money with collecting emails and launching products directly to your audience. So again, I'm just getting going with this personal brand because I recently left corporate America. I'm now a full-time content creator, and I hope this really gives you perspective on what to even think about, and I think so equally important, what to ignore, because when you're just getting started on YouTube, it is totally normal to feel overwhelmed, inadequate, like no one cares, and quite frankly, that may be the case. But if you're trying to chase trends, if you're trying to do all these dumb things and you don't put this infrastructure in place, it's a waste of time. You may have 20,000 subscribers, but you're not going to actually be able to consistently get revenue, consistently build a meaningful audience that actually has money to spend. And if nothing else, guys, I'm just getting started. So if you got a lot of value out of this video, comment below if I can make other videos for you. And obviously, I would appreciate a like and subscribe. It's really the only way I know if this is actually helping you in the first place and really gives me the incentive to keep creating free value for you guys out there as well. So with that said, I am offering a limited amount of coaching spots as well. You can see that in the description if you're interested. But if nothing else, happy to help you in the comments and or anywhere else as well. And yeah, that was a deep one, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.